Blanchard with a chair to
Carmella! If Blanchard wants the match, she can get it, but she has to step into the ring with Bayley and beat her next week. If she wins, she'll go to the Bash and challenge Ronda Rousey. If she loses, it's off to the sidelines for her.
Kill switch! And the tournament
luck continues on for Christian. He's off to the semi-finals.
Beauty shot!
It will be Cesaro, Roman Reigns, Tyler Breeze and Christian who move into the semi-finals, who will face the Velveteen Dream at the Bash for the United States Championship. Daniel Bryan is the #1 contender to the United States Championship. Velveteen Dream refusing to face Daniel Bryan for the US title. You're facing that guy at the Bash, and you're going to learn just who Daniel Bryan really is. Hello and welcome to Universe Mode. This is Monday Night Raw. We are into the semi-finals of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament, and we are getting both matches here tonight, along with a smorgasbord of more coming your way. It's going to be another entertaining night of Raw action, as we've been seeing week in and week out since the draft that took place after WrestleMania. We're in Madison Square Garden for this one. What more could we ask for? It's going to be a great night of action. Coming up here tonight, as I said, both semi-final matches. Cesaro versus Christian will be the first one coming up for you this evening. That one's going to be a surefire, entertaining match, but it's not the only match here that is involved surrounding titles. In the women's division here tonight, Tessa Blanchard will go one-on-one with Bayley. The winner faces Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship at the Bash. Tessa Blanchard with one hell of a point to prove here tonight. But for our main event of the evening, it is going to be a big one. Tyler Breeze versus Roman Reigns in the second semi-final match of the evening. Two-time world champion versus a guy who right now seems to be the favorite of this tournament. That is coming up in our main event of the evening, and we start tonight with another #1 contender match. The first of the evening, rather. World Tag Team titles. #1 contender match. War Machine versus Lars Sullivan and Shelton Benjamin here to kick things off on Monday Night Raw. The winner of this match, of course, will go on to face the Authors of Pain at the Bash. And we saw last week backstage Shelton Benjamin and Drake Maverick's altercation with one another, shall we say. Their interaction backstage, in which Drake Maverick sent a threat to Benjamin, and Benjamin in response said they were taking down the Authors of Pain. Maverick wished him the best of luck even getting through War Machine in the first place, and I don't blame them, because War Machine were always on top of their game. Were always at the very peak at the on SmackDown Live, rather. They were always right up there. And now here tonight on Monday Night Raw, after one match on this brand, they get a chance to prove that they deserve to be the #1 contenders. Can you imagine what kind of match we'd get from the War Machine taking on the Authors of Pain? What an evening of action we'd be in for there. And as the chants of war reign through MSG, we are more than ready to go for this one. And I am excited to see which way it goes as well. I honestly believe this match could be one that goes either way. You've got your hard-hitting talents in Rowe and Lars Sullivan, and you've also got the guys who've got a bit of a chip up their sleeve, a little bit more of a complete package, that being Benjamin and Hansen. Hansen's power, of course, is going to be something that Sullivan's going to have to live through as well. Benjamin and Hansen, weirdly enough, are the agile pairing of the group. So weird to think that Hansen is the agile one, but that's the way it goes. Nevertheless, Benjamin, he feels pretty confident. We saw it last week in that backstage discussion, shall we say, spat, might be a better choice of words, between himself and Drake Maverick, who I imagine is going to be watching this one on with the Authors of Pain intently to see what is going on, to see who their challengers will be in what? Just under, or just over 2 weeks' time? 2.5 weeks, something like that. Just under 3 weeks. That's the word I was looking for. There we go. I found it. We are still a little bit of ways from the Bash, but of course, plenty of matches lining itself up for that event. We'll have 3 title matches determined by the end of this evening. Of course, the United States Championship already decided. Velveteen's dream last week, we saw him close up by saying he refused to face Daniel Bryan. Fact of the matter is, that didn't matter one bit. He is going to face Daniel Bryan, and that's final. I do wonder what else is shaping its way up towards the Bash. We've been seeing a lot of the new faces of Monday Night Raw making their presence felt around here over the last few weeks following the draft. And I wonder how that will lead into the Bash. That's been a very helpful part for Monday Night Raw. The amount of time they've had between the draft and their pay-per-view has given them a lot of time to introduce new members to the Monday Night Raw roster. I mean, you see Tyler Breeze is in the semi-finals of this tournament now. Tessa Blanchard, of course, is challenging for the opportunity to face Ronda Rousey here tonight. War Machine. Last week we had Andrade and Pete Dunne and Jeff Hardy in that fatal four-way. Pretty much everything that's going on regarding titles right now has involved someone who's come through either in the draft or through NXT, which is great. Monday Night Raw getting a breath of fresh air into it, no doubt about it. So here we go. Time to get things underway with this matchup this evening. Drop down there from Benjamin. Raise the knee up on Hansen there to bring the agile man down. Look at these quick strikes here. Trying to back up Hansen in their turnbuckle, and early on getting the freak involved. Lars Sullivan tagged in here off the second rope. He comes there down on the arm of Hansen, and it's time for the raw power of Sullivan to be explored. The two-time United States champion unloading away early on there on Hansen. Counter there to the Irish whip. Just a collision between the two, though. Oh, waist lock slam in many ways, like the freak accident there. Perhaps Hansen trying to get under the skin of Lars Sullivan in the early stages of this match. Here comes the power of War Machine now as Rowe gets the tag in here. Chin lock applied here, wrenching on it, cranking on the neck as well early on. Just trying to wear down Sullivan, trying to get a little bit of early fatigue as he brings out the power now. Deadlift, gut wrench, suplex, or gut wrench bomb rather, from Rowe. Incredible strength, but that's to be expected from this man. Countered by Sullivan now. What's going to be crucial to the success of Benjamin and Sullivan is Lars Sullivan himself, but also making sure they don't wear down Sullivan. Making sure that he's not in the match too much, that he's not, the tags are frequent enough whereby Sullivan has time to recharge himself, essentially. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking ill of Benjamin. Benjamin could definitely do an awful lot as well. But Sullivan is going to be the key piece to winning this match, and I think War Machine know that as well. And if they get through this far, I think the Authors of Pain will know that as well. They know that Sullivan's going to be the key piece to dethrone the two brutes of War Machine, and of course the brutes that are the Authors of Pain. Turnbuckle now, look to press his body against Rose. Look at that, just lifted him up. Nothing pretty about that slam there. Raw power being exerted from Rowe, and another deadlift, gut wrench bomb, this time to Shelton Benjamin. Counter there though, backdrop there from Shelton Benjamin. Connected with it, T-bone suplex, cover made, hoping it's enough to take them to the Bash. There's the count, and there's not even two on that one. Heavy kick in the back, and Rowe just shrugs it off, as if to say, yeah, come over there. Oh, look at that, sends him over.
Need him right in the face.
Right in the jaw, that knee went. Crowd taken aback by it. Benjamin didn't even have time to cover up from it. Rowe is all over Benjamin right now, and that is not a good thing for Benjamin and Sullivan. Good counter there, though. Necessary counter, tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker by Benjamin as well. Trying to create separation now. Hansen gonna get the tag in here. Benjamin, momentary lapse in concentration, and he pays for it. Here comes Hansen. Trio of lariats on Benjamin, but he's able to make the tag into the freak. Sullivan in off the tag now. Didn't get all of that lariat, got all of that one. And that one. Slow up to his feet was Hansen after the second lariat, and Sullivan made him pay. Backbreaker now. Oh, this match picked up in the last minute or so. Lars Sullivan now heading up to the top rope. Here we go. Diving headbutt from Sullivan. And with Rowe and Benjamin down, this could do it. Freak accident. Cover is made. Rowe hits the ring and he makes the save. Benjamin wasn't up to his feet in time there. That could have been enough. The freak accident could have ended the hopes of War Machine are going to the Bash. But instead their hopes seem very much alive now. 2-on-1 advantage. Never mind Rowe definitely looking to expand upon it as he takes the fight to Benjamin on the outside, but a gorilla press slam from Sullivan in the ring. And the man essentially responsible for why we have Mr. Dredge around here now taking charge in this one. Larry in the back of the head doesn't stop Hansen from making the tag in a row in time. Here comes Rowe, Superman punch. And the strength of Rowe shining again. War Machine just using all of their greatest hits essentially in this one right now. Good counter there though by Sullivan. Up on the shoulders, way up in the air. Gorilla press slam again. Look at how fatigued Hansen is on the outside, not recovering. Rowe in trouble inside the ring. Pay dirt! Pay dirt connects. Will this be enough? Oh, Rowe got the shoulder up at 2. Hansen wouldn't have been able to make the save. Sullivan sent him back outside the ring, and now Sullivan is back in off that tag. I will say, and this is quite surprising for me to admit this, but in this matchup so far, Sullivan and Benjamin have been the more cohesive unit than War Machine. Rowe's power though, keeping him in that one. Elbows in the head, up and over the top rope, to the outside they go. On the outside now. Oh, just a suplex toss from Sullivan. The ribs and the back. I've got to be screaming at an agony there for Rowe. Hansen still nowhere to be seen meanwhile. Sullivan up high. Another diving headbutt connects. Sullivan covers off of the diving headbutt. Hansen can't make it in the ring in time. And that results in our #1 contenders. Lars Sullivan and Shelton Benjamin will face the Authors of Pain at the Bash. Well, that was a frantic tag team match to kick off Monday Night Raw, but it has resulted in Benjamin's hopes coming true. AOP versus Benjamin and Sullivan at the Bash. That one already promising to be a big one. But it's not as if the action this evening has ended there. It's time to start the semi-finals of this tournament. It's time to start things off with Cesaro versus Christian. Winner of this one going to the finals. This is another very important match for these two guys. Just thinking on the top of my head right now, there is an element that could give Cesaro an advantage in this matchup. See, the thing is that Cesaro's had 2 weeks to rest. Christian's only had the 1. That's just something that just popped into my mind now. Maybe the extra week has done Cesaro good, where of course Christian has had Sami Zayn last week, Cesaro here tonight. That could benefit the Swiss Superman a little bit. We shall see about that one. Nevertheless, Cesaro of course got into the semi-finals off the back of beating Daniel Bryan 2 weeks ago, who of course now is going on to face the Velveteen Dream at the Bash. Christian beating Cesaro's tag team partner in Sami Zayn. Tournaments, of course, are Christian's good luck charm, as we saw with King of the Ring back in March. Is there any hope? Is there any desire that Christian can go all the way in this one? He is in with a lot of tough talents. That has to be said, though. Cesaro, Breeze, and Reigns, 2 former world champions in there, and arguably, without a doubt, a future one in Roman Reigns. Christian's got it I would argue this pool could be tougher than some of the people that Christian faced in the King of the Ring. And he faced Riddle and Ibushi. I mean, I'd argue Cesaro is tougher than Riddle. Maybe not Ibushi because he lost to him. Aleister Black obviously is superior to pretty much everyone because he is the King of the Ring, but it has been another tough road for Christian if he makes it to the finals here tonight. It has been another tough road to go through a tag team, to go through two former world champions. Will have shown that once again he's earned his spot in the finals, but the big question will be, will this be the time where he makes it happen? Will this be the one for Christian? I've said about it this last week about how Christian wants that one more match. Well, in order to get that, he's got to go through this tournament. He's not going to get that one more match by being second best. He needs to be the very best. And he's got to prove that here tonight by beating Cesaro. And next week by facing whoever is the winner, of course, of Tyler Breeze. I almost said Tyler Bate there. Tyler Breeze and Roman Reigns. Crowd once again on the side of Christian. The support for him running wild wherever we go. A lot of peeps in MSG, it would seem. Can't elbow tie it between these two right now. Good back and forth from both guys there. Cesaro, forearm in the back now, looking to take control. Christian counters into a chin lock. Cesaro gets up to his feet here. Drops back down. Side headlock now from Cesaro. A punch in that headlock position gives him the upper hand there in the early phases. Nice bit of work from both guys, though. Cesaro again. Trying to take control, but this time sent outside of the ring by Christian. Chance for Captain Charisma to get something in here. The former Intercontinental and United States Champion. With some good strikes on the outside right now. Cesaro not got a response for them. Neck breaker onto the thin padding. That's not going to help out Cesaro's chances of victory at all. Slammies him down, elbow in the back as well. Christian working over the head and the neck right now. Why wouldn't he? Kill switch could lead him to the finals. Good counter there though. Into the ring pole. Cesaro sends Christian not once but twice. Count up to 7. Cesaro gets back in the ring here. Great bit of respect shown though from the former ECW champion, restarting the count. Rolls Christian into the ring, not all the way. Oh, Christian not able to get his head back underneath that bottom rope and get back up to a vertical base. A nice drop kick there as well. Christian fighting back now. Cesaro hasn't, he had a good start in the collar and elbow tie-up, but he hasn't really done the best from that moment onwards. It's been a bit of Christian so far. Putting Cesaro up against the ropes here. Oh, he's going to throw him. Gonna launch his throat into that bottom rope, slingshotting him into it. Christian now holding the legs up. Stomp into the gut of Cesaro. There's no easy way of saying it. Cesaro is in deep trouble here. He needs to turn things around quite quickly. But then again, this could be Cesaro playing possum. Shrugs off the kick in the back. Looks for a move there. Christian able to counter. Drop toe hold as well. Follows up from it. Irish whip. Back in the corner goes Cesaro. Drop kick connects again. And Christian will take things up to the top rope already. Looking for the high risk. Frog splash. Cesaro got the knees up. Had a perfect view of where Christian was going to take flight from and could time that to his best ability. Double underhook. Delayed. Suplex from Cesaro. Thing of beauty from the Triple Crown champion. Shoulder tackle as well. Takes him down. Cover made now by Christian. Hoping this is enough for victory. Will it be? No. Only a 1 count. And again, Cesaro shrugs off that kick in the back. German suplex from him. Got all of it. Cover made. Only 1. Uranagi counter in the corner as well by Christian. Cesaro, it seems, I think I talked about this, maybe it was on NXT as the Edge-O-Matic connects there. I can't remember who it was, but they were putting moves together. You know, they weren't really putting all the moves together, but they were getting move after move, but they couldn't get a combination together, and it was costing them, and it's costing Cesaro here. Reverse DDT, foot underneath the bottom rope, so says the referee, though. Christian calling out to his peeps. Yeah, they're cheering him on. Can they cheer him all the way to the finals? Christian's got a prime opportunity here. Kick in the face of Cesaro, who's back up to his feet. Christian might have been thinking kill switch. Cesaro had the counter to it. Leg trap, suplex, pins the shoulder down, cover made. Not enough. Not enough of a press on Christian, but this is going to be a lot of a press. This is going to be a lot of pressure on the legs, on the back, as that sharpshooter has locked in. But look at that. Christian, right away, kicks his way out of that sharpshooter. Forearmed up against the ropes now. Cesaro in trouble. Cesaro getting dumped on that top rope as well. Counter there by Cesaro, and again he will connect with that suplex. Again he hopes it's enough for victory. This time gets 2 from it. How much longer until he's able to get that 3 count and send Christian out of this tournament? Roll away there by Cesaro. Sidewalk slam though by Christian. Good 2 count there as well. That could have done it. It looked like for a moment there that it was Cesaro. Was very much lifeless. Christian coming back here. Pair of clotheslines. Ducks under. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from Christian. He's still going here. Cesaro in big trouble. Reverse DDT. Got all of it. Christian is getting closer and closer with every move. Kick out at 2. I did not expect to see Cesaro struggling this much, but it's happening. Christian doing far more in this match than I expected, to be honest, but he's really held his own against Cesaro. The Swiss Superman on the back foot in this one. He needs to come up with something quickly, or it could all be over for him. Big boot in the face there by Christian. What a neck breaker from him as well. And Christian goes to the turnbuckle. He lines it up here. Cesaro in trouble. Spear from Christian. Spear from Christian. To go to the finals. Cover. Cover. Christian's going to the finals. He does it again. Captain Charisma is 1 match away from making a dream happen. 1 match away from being the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. Christian does it. A show of respect from Cesaro, returned from Christian. Incredible. Who will Christian face in the finals next week? We'll find out later on this evening. But ladies and gentlemen, Christian's going to the finals. Absolutely incredible. But I'm being told that we're going to head backstage here to hear from Bryan, who has something to say to the Velveteen Dream. He says he will. Those insults from the Dream last week do nothing. When it comes down to it, it's what happens in the ring that matters, and he will show the Velveteen Dream what true wrestling is come the bash. And when he least expects it, he'll bring him down. He'll put him in the yes lock. He'll end the undefeated streak and be the new United States champion. Bryan believes he will be the Velveteen Dream's nightmare. Fighting talk from Bryan, but Christian into another final, another tournament final. Oh, he is close to making a dream a reality. Cannot wait for next week now. Can Christian go all the way? We'll find out. But as for right now, Jeff Hardy in one-on-one action. Last week, of course, came so close to actually become the #1 contender. Hit the Swanton Bomb on Pete Dunne, and then just about 2 seconds later, Andrade tapped out to the yes lock. But now it's Jeff Hardy's job to introduce the two-time King of the Ring, to Monday Night Raw. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting for it, and it comes up right about now. Kenny Omega, ready to make his debut on Monday Night Raw. Hardy going to be a good test for him to see where Kenny Omega is, to see how he's settling in on Raw, to see where he is. I mean, it's not like he was ever not in form on ECW. He just could not put together the vital wins when they mattered. That was the way it went. It's a dog, it's a dog-eat-dog world. It's a cutthroat business. And if you can't stay on top, then you're gonna get knocked off the top. And that's what happened to Omega. For as incredible as an athlete he is, he couldn't stay on top, and he got knocked off. These things happen, but it's a new chapter in the career of Kenny Omega. It's a new opening for him. It's a new time for the King of Wrestling. Omega making his way towards the ring. Of course, Kenny Omega going to be proud of the fact that 2018, even though it didn't end the way he wanted it to, even though it ended kind of on a whimper, he can't take a lot away from it. I mean, he had plenty to take from it. He had the match of the year, of course, with Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. He had the King of the Ring for the second time, and of course, he had the ECW Television Championship to go with it to add to his United States Championship reign. Omega now, though, with another opportunity for himself on Monday Night Raw. What can Lena do on this evening? First impressions are crucial, and it's time to see what the first impressions of Kenny Omega will be. Collar elbow tie up here. Omega forcing Hardy into the turnbuckle there, pressing him up against it. Will he make him... Okay, we'll get a clean break out of it. Nicely done there. Wrenching on the arm right now. Hammerlock though behind by Omega, getting the one up here. This is where you'd expect him to get the one up though. Definitely a better mat wrestler than Hardy, as both guys try launching at one another. Neither guy able to get what they wanted. Hardy turned into that knee there. Crossbody attempt there by Jeff Hardy. Countered. Omega in with a lariat there. Rolling out to the apron now is Jeff Hardy. Early stages of this match. Things are looking good for Kenny Omega though. Forearm in the face from Jeff Hardy. Now back in the ring we go. Hardy looking to unload here. Russian leg sweep. Leg is caught though. Dragon screw from Omega. Oh! Half and half suplex there from Omega to go along with it. Hardy though quick up to his feet and back down again, courtesy of that discus forearm. Snap German suplex as well. Omega putting together some good moves right now. Hardy has not really had a moment in this match to get something going. Brainbuster down on the knee there. Standing moonsault from Omega as well. To the top rope he goes now, putting move after move together. Omega might look to fly here. Looking to risk it all. Hardy a bit close. As a result of that, a top rope chop was the only thing that Omega had room to execute. Not all of it though. Up against the ropes now. Hardy in big trouble here. What else does Omega have up his sleeve? To the outside we go. Oh no. Oh no, I know what Omega's going to do. Oh my goodness, powerbomb onto that apron. Sweet Jesus. Vicious move from Omega. Up to their feet they go, but Hardy, he's been through punishment like that a lot in his career, and he's able to fight back as a result of it. Swept away, counted there though rather, from Jeff Hardy and Kenny Omega. Both guys back and forth with one another. Crucifix. No pin attempt after it though from Jeff Hardy, and Omega makes him pay. Quick hits there. Go behind attempt. Counted there by Hardy. Counter from Omega to go along with it. Back suplex now. Omega's definitely had the more damaging offense. And Hardy is about to experience some more running V-trigger from Omega. Will it put away? Jeff Hardy here to give him victory. No! Kick out at a very late 2. Omega positions himself in the right place though. He's eager. He's eyeing him up. He's going to hit it.
V-Trigger!
V-Trigger from Omega. This one is over. Kenny Omega, your winner on his Monday Night Raw debut. Couldn't have asked for much more there, could the cleaner. And the two-time King of the Ring kicks off his Monday Night Raw career with a bang, with a win. Jeff Hardy withstood a lot of offense and still up on his feet after the fact as well. And a shake of the hand between these two competitors. Just how we saw in the match before, Hardy leaving the ring to Omega. And Omega not wanting to celebrate right now. It seems Omega went to the corner there, got a microphone. And has a bit more, it seems, that he wants to get across on this evening. Omega proud of his debut here. But saying that it's only the start of his career at the Bash. He wants to show what he is all about. He wants to give someone the match to kickstart his Raw career. He wants a challenge. Whoever it is, he wants them to test themselves against Omega at the Bash. And that might tell you just who's looking to step up. It's the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, coming towards the ring here. Omega looking on in the ring, and that should tell you just who has picked up this challenge, just who will give Omega his match at the Bash. If he wanted to kickstart his career, well, there's a man who would rather kick him somewhere else and kick him down the card. Shinsuke Nakamura, more than eager to accept this challenge right now. He's getting in the ring. Omega looking down at him. Oh, this is a very interesting stare down between two old rivals. Oh! Low blow! Low blow from Nakamura. Are you kidding me? Nakamura with a low blow to Omega. Well, that's a statement sent ahead of the Bash, and another one could be sent right now. Tessa Blanchard against Bayley, who will face Ronda Rousey. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I was not expecting to see that. That low blow from Nakamura there. Not a surprise though, that a complete lack of respect is shown from the King of Strong Style. Old rivals over the Intercontinental title some time ago on SmackDown Live. The roles have reversed. Omega now the crowd favorite, and Nakamura definitely showing why he wanted to face Omega, and that he quite simply does not care what other people think about him. Nevertheless, time to move on here this evening. Bayley versus Tessa Blanchard. Of course, when Trifecta made their debut on Monday Night Raw, they made it in an impactful manner in the main event when Ronda Rousey and Bayley locked horns for the Raw Women's title. Blanchard and Gabert played their mind games, assaulting Rousey first and then Bayley. Then, last week, of course, we saw it at the top of the show, Blanchard demanded the opportunity at Ronda Rousey. Dredge said, fine, if you get through Bayley. And this makes complete sense. I'm with the general manager on this one. Bayley never got the chance to show if she could or couldn't beat the Raw Women's Champion. And Blanchard can't just storm in to Monday Night Raw. For as great as an actress as she can't just come storming into Monday Night Raw and act like she owns the place, because she doesn't. The man who does own the place is Mr. Dredge, and he gets the say of what goes on around here. He runs this place. He can do as he desires. Not Tessa Blanchard. Blanchard coming towards the ring, though, the former NXT Women's Champion, of course, won in the first and so far only Women's Elimination Chamber match back at TakeOver Brooklyn. Held onto the title for a good 7 months or thereabout before losing it to Io Shirai. And of course herself and Jazzy Gabert now made her way up to Monday Night Raw. Rhea Ripley, the third member of Trifecta, made her statement message on NXT. She wants a shot at Io Shirai in the near future. But as for right now, this is Blanchard's proving ground. This is Blanchard's... It's time for her to put up or shut up in this one. She believes she's better than everyone else. She believes she should be facing Ronda Rousey right now, more or less. Well, she's got to prove it. And Bayley is the woman she has to prove it against, the woman who she cost the chance to be the Raw Women's Champion. She has to prove it against her, but with Jazzy Gabert at ringside, you never know what kind of an impact could be made in this one. Oh! Double axe handle right in the face there. Bayley going to work now on the arm. Let's see what Blanchard can do here in a first real test on Monday Night Raw. And of course, what a test it is as well. #1 contendership on the line. Ronda Rousey, I imagine. Watching backstage with a very close eye on this one. Well aware that her challenger for the bash is standing in this ring right now. Irish whip there by Blanchard. She did that. Kicking the leg by Bayley there after that miscommunication on Blanchard's part. Larry in the back attempted there. Oh, look at this now. Hanging onto the wrist. And Lariat's raining away. Shade to the WWE Champion when she connects with that. And now this has turned into Tessa Blanchard's match. Very quickly indeed. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. Things aren't looking too good right now for Bayley. Thrust kick into the gut though by her. Double axe handle again. Bayley is looking to keep her hopes alive here. She's made a great impact since arriving on Monday Night Raw, has Bayley, but so too of course has Tessa Blanchard. Larry in the back there by Bayley. She thinks she's getting close here. She's going to go for the cover on Blanchard now. Cover made, hoping it's enough to take her to the bash. Kick out at 1. Of course, as I said, keep your eye out for what the alpha female might do at ringside. Jazzy Gabert, my apologies there. Certainly a very dangerous element. Suplex attempt. Bayley gets herself out of that one. From behind now, Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Blanchard in trouble. Monkey flip from Bayley. Blanchard not making this look as good as she expected it to. Not really holding up to her word about how she was the only one who should have that shot against Ronda Rousey. Because right now, Bayley is doing more in this match than Blanchard is. Side headlock here now by Bayley. Blanchard gets outside headlock of her own. Forearm countered there by Bayley. Slam countered by Blanchard. Good back and forth from both women there. Kick in the gut, hammerlock, DDT from Blanchard. Cover made to go to the bash. Kick out at 2. Bayley just able to get the shoulder up in time. Blanchard thought she had done enough there. Thought she had done enough to book her ticket against Ronda Rousey, but it was not the case. Bayley taking Blanchard to the ropes now. Through the legs of Blanchard she goes. Hurricane Rana to go along with it. Nicely done there. Blanchard just cannot control this match right now. She's struggling to keep Bayley pinned down. That's the resiliency in the heart of the hugger. Exploder suplex in the corner. Blanchard folding into herself basically. Cover made. Real early kick out. Bayley thought she had done it there. But Bayley could have it done now. She's looking to finish off Blanchard right here. She's looking to go to the bash. Bayley to belly. Cover, and there's Gabert. There's the involvement of the alpha female. Jazzy Gabert getting involved. Bayley, though, knows things aren't done here. She goes for the cover just a few moments later. Smart move from Bayley. And she gets 2. Blanchard using up every possible second that she could to try and recover. And it's worked out for her as well. Forearm in the corner. And Bayley on the back foot now. Oh, good God, perched up on that top rope. This could be dangerous for Bayley. Blanchard could be 1 or 2 moves away from going to the bash. Maybe not. Bayley counters. Hurricanrana for Bayley. Hurricanrana. Will it take you to the bash? Kick out again. Kick out again. And Bayley looking down as if to say, well, what more do I need to do? Because this has been Bayley's match far more than it's been Blanchard's. Big time slam from Tessa Blanchard. She's going to go to the top rope. She's going to go up high. Will she look for Magnum? No. Looks for a senton splash. Bayley got the knees up. Bayley got her knees up. Both women coming up to her feet. Small package from Bayley now. Rolling up Blanchard. Will it be enough to take her to the bash? Bayley's done it! Bayley stole one! Bayley will face Ronda Rousey at the bash. Trifecta have been beaten. Bayley did it. Blanchard infuriated with the count. But Bayley has done it. Your number one contender there. And Blanchard irate. Bayley walking up the ramp in victory, but it doesn't seem as if Blanchard wants a moment of it. Taking that mic right away and demanding a second referee to call that count. Blanchard believes she had the shoulder up. She thinks she's been screwed over by Dredge, and she wants an answer about it right now. And she is going to get one as well, because look who's here on the Titantron again. Dredge telling Blanchard she blew the opportunity, but what a reveal that is. Blanchard can be the first woman in the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. She just has to win another match. This one, though, will be at the bash. What a reveal from the general manager that one was. A huge chance, even in the face of defeat, for Tessa Blanchard. But coming up now, after this hectic evening, is our main event. Tyler Breeze, Roman Reigns, who joins Christian in the finals. Another insane night of action. Another memorable evening from Monday Night Raw. And it closes out with the finals about to be decided. Tyler Breeze, Roman Reigns, who faces Christian next week. The two-time World Heavyweight Champion heads towards the ring right now, having defeated Shinsuke Nakamura last week in a WrestleMania rematch. Now Breeze's job is to take on the guy who, as I said, I believe to be the favorite in this tournament. I believe is the guy to beat in Roman Reigns. And I haven't seen proof telling me otherwise that Reigns isn't the favorite. His match with Kyle O'Reilly was great. And there was almost a moment where it seemed like O'Reilly might have had him, but Reigns had it locked down. Reigns had it won. And as a result of that, I have to question if Breeze can do the same. Breeze much shorter, much lighter than Reigns is. And of course, yes, Breeze had that win against Shinsuke Nakamura last week. But you gotta remember, Roman Reigns has been building month after month here on Monday Night Raw, pretty much since Dredge came into power. And as a result of that, and of course you gotta remember the flip side of it, Breeze on ECW was lacking. He was struggling to find his footing for the longest time. Coming back to Monday Night Raw did him a world of good, yes, but it's only been one match. Roman Reigns has been on this form for the better part of 5-6 months now. Hell, even as far back as last June when he won the Money in the Bank briefcase, Roman Reigns has been on top and has been building and building to this eventual moment where he would challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, to do that, he's got to win 2 more matches. He's got to beat Breeze here tonight, and if he can do that, he faces Christian next week. Reigns will believe it's no one other than him, and like I said, I I find reason with it. I can see why he's the favorite. He beat O'Reilly. And unless Tyler Breeze can show that the last year was one giant fluke on ECW, I think he'll beat Breeze as well. Roman Reigns is well on his way to finally winning a world title in this universe. And if he makes it through tonight, Christian's luck has been good at carrying him to finals. It's happened twice. But Christian's luck wasn't good at King of the Ring, and I don't know if he'll be good again next week. If it's Tyler Breeze he faces, that's a different story. If it's Roman Reigns, then I think we're looking at Reigns versus Tanahashi at the Bash. That is all to be determined here tonight, though. What a main event this is promising to be. Roman Reigns getting to square off against a former King of the Ring winner, former United States champion, former Royal Rumble winner, and a two-time World Heavyweight champion in Tyler Breeze. A lot of accolades to go along with the name that is Tyler Breeze. Roman Reigns hoping to add World Heavyweight champion to his resume, of course. This is our main event of the evening, and we are underway with it as well. Breeze coming out of the gates and slamming Roman Reigns right away. Breeze not letting up for a moment. Breeze wanting to get under Reigns' skin as early as possible in this match and let him know this ain't going to be an easy road to the finals. Go behind counted there by Reigns. Go behind of his own by Breeze. That forearm into the small of the back. Breeze trying to pin down Reigns, trying to take control over him in the early goings here. Forearm in the face from Breeze now, and back to the collar elbow tie-up again. We go behind by Breeze here. Reigns able to deny it though, ducks under. Came charging in. Breeze had it well prepared, well read there by the World Heavyweight Champion, former World Heavyweight Champion rather. Who knows, maybe in just about, well, maybe in just under 3 weeks' time, I could be saying World Heavyweight Champion Tyler Breeze once again. We shall see on that one. And again, Reigns looks for the clothesline. Again, Breeze has him read. Incredible ring awareness there from Breeze. And the turnbuckle now. This is not looking good for Roman Reigns. Neck breaker for Breeze. He'll get it. And once again, I find myself, the same point that I made regarding Christian and Cesaro last week. Reigns had 2 weeks to rest. Breeze has only had the one. And in this kind of matchup, it would definitely be, if you were facing Reigns, you'd want it to be the flip side. You'd want to have had the 2 weeks rest, while Reigns has only had the one. That might be problematic for Tyler Breeze. Great slip out of that Samoan drop there. Breeze going to go up to the top rope now. Not always he goes up there, but he's not afraid to take risks either. Had to back out of it the last moment. Reigns getting up to his feet. Taking a page out of Cassius Ohno's book there. Neck by elbow from Roman Reigns. Not seeing it as enough to put him away, though. Stomps down on the arm. Cover made now, looking to progress to the finals already. Early kick out from Tyler Breeze. The amount of times I've almost said bait is too many. Good counter there by Breeze, though, staying alive. Breeze going to go up high again here. Seems as if he does have something that involves the top rope up his sleeve. That is a long way to fly, though. I think he's well aware of it. He goes flying in. Reigns was just looking at him the whole time. Never a chance of Breeze hitting that one. Cover made after it, and another 1 count there. Reigns gets on Breeze. Dragging him. Look at that. He literally dragged him with one arm. Reigns now. Deadlift. Sit down. Powerbomb. And Roman Reigns is just controlling this match right now. Keeping Breeze pinned down. Stopping Prince Pretty from getting anything in this matchup right now. Just denying him time after time. This time he gets the Samoan drop, and the longer Breeze stays on the mat, the more Reigns spends dominating him. It's less and less likely that Breeze can even find a window of opportunity. Because say Reigns does get tired out, say Breeze does find a window to work in. Oh, Superman punch countered. Flying forearm from Breeze. Maybe I stand corrected. Breeze countered the Superman punch. He looks at Reigns. Beauty shot. Beauty shot. Middle of the ring. Will it be enough? Oh, we could dream in that moment. We could have hoped that we would be seeing Christian versus Tyler Breeze in next week's finals, but so far that is not the case. Reigns staying alive right now. Breeze rolling to the apron, trying to get a moment's breath. This MSG crowd certainly not a fan of Roman Reigns. Up to the top rope now goes Breeze. Counter by Breeze though. Drop kick from there as well. Good work from Breeze. Cover made on Reigns. Will he get the victory with it here? No. Breeze has really come alive after countering that Superman punch. He's found his edge right now. He's in his element. This is where he's dangerous. The two-time world champion able to put things together like no one else can. Countered by Reigns though to slip his way out of it. But this is where Reigns is in his element as well when he breaks out the power. Deadlift, so just a gut-wrench suplex. Superman punch. That time he got all of it. But Reigns showing a bit of fatigue. Can't go for the cover right away. Might give Breeze an opening here. Cover made. Look at that. That is where. That's the side of Breeze that won the Royal Rumble. Kicking out right away. But this could do it. No, it doesn't. Breeze leapfrogs the spear. Leapfrogs the spear. Breeze is still alive. This is why he's a former world champion. This is why he won the Royal Rumble. Tyler Breeze is incredibly talented. Well, he's on it. And he's on it right now. Cover after that huge leg drop. And again, Reigns kicks out far earlier than Breeze would have wanted. But he's not letting go of his chance right now. Not letting go of his offense. That's the leg. Figure four sharpshooter. Figure four sharpshooter from Tyler Breeze. What an innovative submission here in the middle of the ring. Breeze hoping it's enough. Hoping he's done enough to put him away. Oh, look at that though. Fighting his way out of it. Roman Reigns does a great job. Beauty shot. He got him again. He got him again to the finals. Come on, Breeze. Is it enough? Oh, Reigns gets the shoulder up at 2 again. And Breeze's reaction tells the story. How hasn't he done enough? How is Roman Reigns still in this one? Kicks him away and Reigns fired up once more. He's found his second wind. Ducks the clothesline. Superman clothesline. Superman punch to go with it. Cover made. Will this take him to the finals? Breeze does it again. Kicking out right away. There is still heart, fight, drive in Tyler Breeze. Reigns with another Samoan drop. Looking to take it all away. Breeze may have kicked out, but that may have been on instinct. There may be no life in Tyler Breeze. Spear from Reigns. And there may well be no Tyler Breeze left in this tournament. Spear from Roman Reigns. He covers Breeze. Roman Reigns is going to next week's final. It will be Roman Reigns versus Christian for the shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, for the shot at Hiroshi Tanahashi at the Bash. Reigns is your winner. Breeze gave it everything, and Roman Reigns with a message to Christian, with a message to Tanahashi. He talked about dominating this tournament. Well, now he's trying to dominate Breeze after the match. And look, speak his name, out on the top of the stage, there stands the ace. Tanahashi staring down Roman Reigns. Is this the main event of the Bash? We will find out next week. Christian and Roman Reigns. Who will face the ace?